What's up, guys? So, as you can see today, I have the Stitch tank top on, which must mean I'm getting very serious. No, so I wanted to get on here today and wear my Stitch tank top because I am a fan of Disney. I really do enjoy their movies. I've been a fan of Disney since I was a young kid, and I feel like as an adult, there have been several movies in their catalog that I have really appreciated as they have been able to teach kids a message while also juggling adult themes, making movies that are interesting for all generations. And I think that that's a really cool thing when a company is able to do a great job of that. And over the past several years, Disney has taken it upon themselves to remake live action every single movie that they have ever produced. It's like they have become creatively bankrupt. And so their idea is, well, there's a lot of kids in the younger generation that have never seen these animated movies. So instead of just marketing their animated classics in a way that they could, re-put them out on Blu-ray or advertise them better on their streaming service, they decide we'll just essentially do shot-for-shot remakes of our films with live-action characters and re-release them in theaters, maybe add one or two new songs that we have people work on. We'll market it that way. And it has been sort of an embarrassment for people in the film community to watch because there really is no effort put into these films whatsoever. They are completely stripped of anything creatively. They're not doing anything new. They don't add anything into the universe of these movies that make them worth watching. Every single one that I have seen personally, I much rather would go back and watch the original. And I just was on Twitter the other day and saw the release of the posters for Flounder and Sebastian in the live action Little Mermaid remake. And I'm going to put the pictures up here and show you guys. And I saw these and I was immediately just kind of flabbergasted because Disney is such a creative company. They have created so many memorable characters that have such unique looks and interesting ideas for how they want to present these characters. And I saw these posters and was just like, what the hell is going through your mind? They are so bland in the color palette. They look so flat and uninteresting. And it's like two of the most iconic characters and one of the most beloved properties of all time in Disney's catalog just look so forgettable and cheaply thrown together. And I just cannot for the life of me understand why Disney continues to do this. I think about the live action Lion King remake, or if you want to call it live action, they're still CGI animals. They all look so lifeless and boring, and the color palettes even in that movie are so desaturated. I was talking about it with someone online. The thing about Disney is all their movies are so lively and beautiful, and the color palettes are so incredible. And I just cannot for the life of me understand why you think for children, who is clearly who you're marketing these to, because the adults who love the original movies are not going to care as much about seeing these films. They're going to take their kids to see them to hopefully introduce them and get them excited about the material. But adults are not going to be the ones who are flocking to the theaters to just see rehashed reimaginings of movies that they already love. There's no real point to that. I think there are movies that you can do live action reimaginings of that would be pertinent. For instance, one of my favorites when I was a kid was Peter Pan. Peter Pan obviously has some really culturally insensitive racist material in it with the Native American people that are in the film. There is a way to approach that and do it now where you can kind of shift those things, make it more tasteful, and adapt the story to modern times while also paying homage to the parts of the film that are important and the things about it that resonate with a lot of people. And I think that there's a way of going about it, but Disney keeps fucking up for some reason and making the wrong decisions over and over and over again. I know that there was a lot of controversy sparked around The Little Mermaid for casting a black actress to play Ariel, which is the stupidest thing in the world. Cast whoever you want to play Ariel. She's a mermaid. It doesn't matter. And honestly, it's going to be amazing for a lot of kids out there to see representation of a major Disney character portrayed by a black young woman, which I think is an amazing thing. But I just see these posters for these characters And I have such little hope for there to be any sort of originality or uniqueness to this type of movie. And I really hate that, because I think Disney is a company that clearly has potential to create really amazing stories. But when you just start getting lazy to where it feels like you want to cash a paycheck, and so you create these ideas without even, like, looking at a character like Flounder or Sebastian, that are two of the most iconic characters in Disney's catalog. The Little Mermaid isn't even one of my favorites in the catalog, but like you do them so flat and boring in a way that like does not make me want to go watch the movie. I recently just watched the Beauty and the Beast remake, and those characters and their designs, they were so dark, and they didn't add any lively color to them. The performances were all so bland, other than a lot of people complained about Emma's performance in Beauty and the Beast, and I thought she was the highlight of the film. The rest of the cast was just so boring. I thought most of the accents that were done were really lazy, and it's just like, why do this when you could come up with something completely unique and original that you could really stun people with? And if you're gonna do this, add some creativity, add some liveliness, do something that makes people want to actually go to the theater and see these movies. And I'm sure it'll still make its money. I'm sure families will still flock to the theater and pay to go see this. But I really wish that someone would go at Disney and say, please do something more unique and creative, because these movies aren't ones that people are going to rewatch over and over and over again like the originals if there's not more creativity involved, or at least people like me who want to see something other than just your most standard, formulaic, basic reimagining of material that already exists. So do you agree or disagree with the decisions that Disney's making? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation about this. It blows me away, and I wore my Stitch shirt because I heard that they're doing a live-action Lilo and Stitch remake, and it scares me to death. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. I'm really bummed out about it, honestly. As always, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, it helps me out a lot and lets me know the type of content you're looking for. I'm always putting out new material and look forward to getting more out for you in the near future. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.